Have you ever went for a job interview and the employer asks you, do you have any questions for us? And you freeze up because you don't know what to ask? Well, I'm here to inform you that asking the right questions is very important for your success in an interview. This information will be beneficial for you because you're more than likely to land an interview in the near future. I've been through multiple interviews throughout my career in baking, and I've done multiple research to be successful in interviewing. Knowing which questions to ask during a job interview will benefit your chances in receiving an offer. I'm going to be discussing the importance behind open-ended questions, how you can gain a sense of control from interview with the questions you ask, what questions you should avoid, and how asking questions can be a great way for you to uncover a bad employer and why you should be more confident in asking questions. In Sell Yourself in Any Interview, Use Proven Sales Techniques to Land Your Dream Job book by Adler, they state that asking open-ended questions is the best questions to ask. The reason why is because if you ask closed-ended questions, you're more likely not going to get any type of conversation out of it. You're going to get more so of a straight answer or yes or no question. An example would be, can you tell me more about the team I'll be working with? This allows the employer to give you more information and kind of shows your interest in the job versus asking how many people are on the team. The employer will answer either 5 or 12. There's no room for conversation when you're asking closed-ended questions like that. Barbara Spencer's Mastering Job Interviews, Knowing What to Expect article explains that you have to keep in mind that interviewers may not be experienced and you need to be sure you allow yourself to showcase your skills and gain control. For example, the question, what hesitations do you have about my qualifications, is a great way to clear things you may have messed up and go back and kind of reiterate and explain to them what you meant. The website Muse had an article informing what questions you should not ask for an interview. You should absolutely never ever bring up salary, asking how much the pay is or what type of scheduling it is. Those are questions you should not ask at an interview. It's just negative. Don't ask too many questions such as, what's the job I'm interviewing for. You should know that once you apply for the position. You should know what type of job you're interviewing for. And it kind of shows that you don't really have enough information or research about the company. And it just shows them that you're here just to be here and you have no idea what you're interviewing for. Gillette's Brilliant Questions to Ask article state that you should ask questions to help uncover any red flags and ultimately remember that it's a two-way street. Amy Hoover, president of Talent Zoo, gives her testimonial that asking questions, for example, what do you like most about working for this company, is a great way to receive any type of information, good or bad, about the company. If they talk about, I'm just here to get paid for the salary, that should kind of show you that the company isn't really welcoming or warming and there's no other reason to be working for the company. But if the person who's interviewing you can have a conversation of how, or 30 minutes of conversation about why they're working at the company and what they love about it, it should give you more confidence and it should give you a reassurance that, okay, maybe the company I'm working for is a good choice and you'll feel more confident for what you've applied for. Another question you can ask is, where is the last person who held this job moving on to? It'll show you a sense of, okay, the company is good with promotions and they support moving you up to a higher level, or they could say the last person got fired, and it can kind of put questions in your head that why were they fired? Was it something with the company, or is the tax too hard? It just gives you a sense of peace of mind that, okay, the company is either good or it's bad. The employer needs to fill the position just as badly as you want to work for them, so it's important for you to be confident. I hope that after my speech you know which questions to ask during a job interview and how it will benefit your chances in receiving an offer. We discussed the importance behind open-ended questions, how you can gain a sense of control from the interview with the questions you ask, what questions you should avoid, how asking questions can be a great way for you to uncover a bad employer, and why you should be confident in asking questions. Keep in mind, asking the right questions during an interview is just as important, if not more than the questions they will ask you. Remember to walk in with your head held high and not with the questions, why you should hire me, but why should I work for you. Always remember that.